YouTube, it is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come on in, friends. We're going to talk all things going live with ease and confidence. I want to make sure you are going live and not being nervous, scared, or shy. I don't want you to feel at ease by doing it. So thank you so much for being here. We're going to get to chatting in just a moment. You'll see me in real time setting up here. I appreciate you all coming on in. We're going to get to chatting and talking in a second. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new to my live, go ahead and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We want to make sure you're subscribing and getting all the latest information. I appreciate everyone who is coming in and supporting the growth and supporting this live channel. So thank you so much, friend. And we are going to get started very soon. And we're going to get to connecting. So thank you so much. Hello, Michelle. How are you, friend? I was a busy lady. Time goes so quick. Oh my gosh, I thought I would have more free time. No, that is not how it goes. Not at all. Yes, not at all. So anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to do so many things on my to-do list, and it just keeps growing. Yes. So I was a little productive. I got one or two things. One thing, I can't even say two. One thing scratched off. That's why I have an alarm set for everything. You know what I do too? I do too. And that brings on even more pressure because it's like, okay, you know what? I didn't do what I needed to do. I didn't accomplish all the stuff I set out to accomplish. Okay, you only hit for Thursdays. Fridays. Yes, I forgot it was Friday, but yes, Fridays are crazy. I got you, friend. Um, I am. I got a little derailed because UBC. I sent something to our group. Thank you, friends who were joining the live. I appreciate you. I sent something to the UBC Instagram group chat because they launched a sale. So when we were meeting, there was a sale that got launched. So I went from our meeting to right to my live, and I didn't check my emails until afterwards. So I saw that they launched a sale for UBC. So I sent I sent a message to the chat so that you guys can take advantage of that. Just something you want to think about if you can. Hello, friends who are joining the live. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all saying hello. Let me know if you have questions. Appreciate your friend. You said the upside down smile. That's different. How you doing, friend? I don't know what that means, but hello. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk all things going live with confidence and ease. Let me know if you have any questions. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochets, you'll see she is in the chat. She is there. She is making sure you guys are on good behavior. Okay, so if you have questions, feel free to ask questions. We want to make sure you guys are growing. And if you have specific questions when you want to grow your channel and you're looking for guidance and support, yes, Michelle Crochet, she is my person. So I'm gifting her to you. So please connect with her because she can give you guidance on how to optimize your profile, how to think about your growth strategy, how to think about your content creation when you're thinking about videos, long form, short form. So she has a lot of great insight. So I want you all to connect with her. In addition to, she's very, very close, super close to getting 1,000 subscribers. So if you can subscribe to her channel, subscribe to my channel, we in turn will go back and connect with you as well. So we want to make sure everybody's growing. This is our growth season, and we can continue to grow and be successful. So that's what this is all about, friends. So let me know if you have any questions. We're going to continue to chat. I have a couple things that I'm doing. You guys know I co-stream on the TikTok streets as well. So I'm happy to answer any questions about that as well. And we're going to continue to build community. So this chat, my conversation today, yes, I just realized I still have my gum in my mouth. I was like, wait a minute. So my conversation today is probably going to shift a little bit because I do want to talk about branding. I'm going to talk about UBC. I'm going to promote it a little bit just in case there are people in the room who want to take advantage of the promo sale that's happening. Oh, I should have turned on my content disclosure. Hello, friends. How are you doing? This is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Thank you all for coming on in. We're going to talk all things going live with ease and confidence. I appreciate you all joining. I am going to turn on my content disclosure since I'm going to be talking about UBC too. Hello, T. How are you, friend? Come on in. Hello, Patai. Oh, that's different. Hello, friend. Come on in. Let me know if you have any questions as you guys are joining the live. This is my live where I talk about go live with ease and confidence. Let me know if you have questions. This is the live where if you are nervous, scared, shy, afraid, introverted, all the things that will keep you from pressing that go live button. That's what this live is primarily going to be about. I want to make sure you feel at ease and confident about everything you do. I'm not a gatekeeper. I help you understand how the live experience can help you grow both your community as well as from a monetization perspective. So I want you guys to be confident in going live. And then this is a good time to ask questions and let me know how I can best support you. Friends, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have questions. Go ahead and start liking the live and sharing out the live. And as we start growing, we're going to get to talking. Digital Queen, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk all things going live. Cinnamon and Donnie, thank you so much for joining. So again, this is my 4 o'clock. Traditionally, it is my go live with ease and confidence. And like I said, we're going to talk about that. We'll see how long the live will go, because really what happens on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, what I've been experiencing is that I also have my shop later. I also have an appointment later today too. So I got a lot of things going on. So I want to make sure that I am productive and also answering questions and being a support to all of you, so that you guys can feel confident with any questions you have about the app, about TikTok in particular, as well as you're thinking about your Go Live journey. So that's what this is all about. Thank you so much for coming in, Anthony D. Ray. How are you, friend? Come on in. You're catching the live right when it's starting, so I appreciate you coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. Sparkle, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for the friendship necklace. I appreciate that. I said about to say bracelet. Hello, friend. How's everything going? Now, you know what? I didn't ask the question. Are you officially going live yet? Let me know if you're going live. Appreciate you being here. So let me know if you have questions. Like I said, this is the live really positioned for my people who are nervous, afraid, shy, and you're still trying to figure out if you should press the go live button. And so I want to make sure I'm answering questions, helping to manage expectations, as well as if you're really looking to monetize, if there's questions you have about the app and the monetization goals. So let's talk about that. And then I'm also going to share a little bit of a resource to everybody, knowing that UBC, the Ultimate Branding Course, they just launched a sale. It's a 24-hour sale. It ends tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that as well. I want to make sure you guys are aware of it if you are looking for something that's going to help with your training, but also making sure that you are looking at another monetization option for yourself. So when it comes to being an affiliate for the course, you're also able to get benefits that way too with any sales that you have. Hello, Suddenly Susan. Let me know how you doing, friend. Appreciate you joining. I was just talking about UBC. So I said I was going to show a little bit of it. That's what I was planning to do. I'm going to show it just so that people who are interested in taking advantage of it today, because the sale is going to end at 9 a.m. tomorrow. You said, oh, right on time. Yes, friend. Yeah, so it's going to end tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware. If you are looking to take advantage, this would be your opportunity to at least get $100 off of UBC. Recognizing that UBC does not have sales often. As a matter of fact, the last time it had a sale was in the month of April when they relaunched it. Well, let me say the last time and actually the first time, because they had not had a sale before that. And they had been in operations for 2 years. So recognizing that this is one of those rare moments when you're thinking about one of the courses that you can leverage for your own knowledge and experience. And that's the way I really talk about it. How you doing, Miss Darlene? I really talk about it as something for yourself first, because I think it's a good tool. I think it's a great resource. And then as you think about other things you want to do in terms of your monetization strategy, what you're doing in terms of being an affiliate, how you can leverage UBC. So UBC is an affiliate program now. Hello, how you doing, Miss Darlene? Thank you so much for being here. So we'll talk about that briefly because, like I said, the sale will end tomorrow at 9 a.m. So when I did my live earlier, I hadn't checked my email. So it launched at 9 a.m. this morning, and literally it's 24 hours. So I sent an email out to anybody who had gotten the sneak peek and downloaded the free information about it. And so people got that email. So I just want to make sure you guys, if you were considering it, came to the live, you got a chance to kind of learn and see it for yourself. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene Wonder Working. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, appreciate your friend, Cassie. So you're so pretty. Thank you. I take compliments. Appreciate the love. Hey there, everybody. Appreciate you all. Let me check my sound. I always do a sound check. Hello, hello. Appreciate all the support, friends. And so as you come in, make sure you are liking the live. And also happy week. You said happy weekend, everyone. Appreciate your friend. Make sure you are liking the live. Click the Daily Heart Me. If you have not gotten your Daily Heart Me, you want to click that, especially if you're doing my live. That is where you become part of. It says fan club. We're going to call it the fan club. Okay, y'all? This is where we are all family. So you can come in and get information about going live and any questions you have. If you are new, I usually ask this. If you are new to my live, go ahead and ask any question. I want to make sure I'm answering questions, especially for the newbies. There's a lot of people. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate the popular vote. There's a lot of people on this app that oftentimes don't share specifics about what's happening here, what all the different icons mean, how to properly engage. So I teach that as well. And then again, like I said, this live is geared towards my people who are nervous, shy, afraid, scared, introverted, all the things. And so I want you all to feel confident in your ability to go live. So feel free to put in the chat that you are here for our first time. You're new to the live. You may not be new to TikTok, but you're new to live. And if you have questions, go ahead and ask those. And then my people who have been here before, I usually ask you for you to get engagement points too. You know, I talk about engagement. For you to comment and let me know if you're a live host, what time zone, and what topic you share with people. Because again, new people want to set eyes on you. And so people who are new in the room, oftentimes they're kind of hesitant to be the first to communicate. So you want to make sure you're modeling the way and getting your points. Yeah, it's a lot that it's a lot that me all of the above. So you said all of it. You the shy, you the bashful, you the nervous, the introverted, all the things. I love it. I love it. Yes. So the way I teach is that your audience is a reflection of you. So I'm all those things. I may not seem like it right now, but yes, I am all those things. I still claim it because in certain situations I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to engage. I don't know what I should say. I'm trying to think through. I call myself a quiet observer to kind of make it make sense. But at the end of the day, it's my introverted personality. It is my uneasiness, my nervousness, my shyness, all those things will pop up in different spaces. So it just depends on what's going on. But for that reason, this has become kind of a comfortable, you said, yep. This has become comfortable for me because essentially I tell people all the time, when you go live, you're not looking at a crowded room full of people. Now, granted, you guys are on the other side of the screen. You're going about your day. You're doing all your activities. You got this live on. You're listening to me. So that's totally fine. But I don't see y'all. The person I see is the person I'm comfortable talking to. It's the person that doesn't make me nervous or shy. It's the person I love the most. So that's who I'm looking at. I'm looking at myself. So for that reason, I'm able to turn it on. And I tell people often, it's like, okay, you're talking to your favorite friend, your best friend, and you're talking and being your authentic self. Okay, so again, because of that way of thinking about it, it just makes it a lot easier in terms of cutting on the screen and just having a conversation. You know, sometimes you're gonna, I teach that you might want to have an outline of what you want to share, an outline maybe even of a script, and not that you're reading the script, but just some talking points, some things that you might want to communicate, and then have some questions. So you guys heard me ask who's new. I typically ask the question, who's new or who is, where are you from? And so people will share. I say I'm from Orlando, originally from Chicago. So people will share where they're from and how that also will kind of bring and build community. And then if your room is full of, you said that's a good way to put it. It is, yeah. Thank you for that, friend. And then my seasoned people, I know y'all multitasking, so it's all good. How you doing, Silver? Silver Fox, how you doing, friend? Look at you. I appreciate you coming in. Let me let me share this up. Diamond, this Diamond, did I know Chicago? Did we have that conversation? Why do I feel like we didn't have that conversation? I don't think I knew you were from Chicago. You're a Chicago girl. Really? Hey, family. My people from Chicago are family. My people who are from Florida are neighbors. And then my people, everybody else from all over are friends. You guys are my friends. So I appreciate you. So you can say, hey there, friend. It's like everybody with some photos you can see who the person is. You kind of get used to names and stuff. So I try to say friend broadly because some people have images and I don't know if they're male or female or pronouns, and I just say friend. You all are friends for me. So that's the way I put it. Yes, Minnesota. Yes, in the house, Minnesota. Good. And you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So I am gonna chat it up with all of you. So my people who are nervous, be unique. Is that how you say it? Be unique. I like that. That is a good name. I like that. Be unique. That's it. You just gotta be unique. Now, helping women break cycles, reclaiming balance. It got cut off. I don't know what happened with TikTok with this latest update. Yes, this latest update, it was before you could see the whole bio. Now it's cut off again for me. I'm not sure why. I'm kind of bummed about that. Hi, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. We are Diamond. Appreciate you, friend. I do feel we are actual friends. Yes, we are. And some of the other regulars in here, too. Yes. No, no, that's real talk. That really is real talk because you get so accustomed to people coming in supporting. Like I said, I get used to y'all. I look at faces, I can see names. If you guys change your photo or your name or something like that, I'm like, wait a minute, did you change something? So I'm really connected and invested in all of you and how you guys are doing and what's going on. Well, we have become family. We have become family. We're family and friends. It's all of it. Hey there, hey Tasha, how are you, friend? So come on in. We are just chatting it up. And so this particular live, I'm gonna how is your Friday? It is going well. It is totally well right now. So um a a, a little bit of shift happened for my 4 o'clock conversation because I wasn't expecting to talk about UBC. You guys know I talk about it on occasion, but I don't make it a regular topic. Just because it's not for everyone. You said here from, where you're from? Cali, Queen. I'm going to say Cali, somewhere in California. Let me know if that's where you're from. Yes, here from California. You're like, how did you know that? How are you, friend? How do you handle the comments that go so fast? I still have to get the hang of it. Your comment went up some, so I had to come back down and look at it. You know what? It's actually something that I've gotten the hang of. You're talking to somebody, making progress, decide to tell you, oh, are you leadership? How are you, friend? Tell me what progress you're making. And progressive, hello, progress only. So you know what happens? You're talking to somebody who is 6 months into this. And so 6 months into this, going for the most part daily, twice a day for quite some time, and gotten used to it. I started off with, and I don't have a moderator for here. I don't. So the room has not been rooming the way it was before. So at one point it was a little unwieldy and trying to keep up with it. But for the most part, I can keep up with it. And then the questions that get asked, I kind of can anticipate the question and the answer, and so I'm able to quickly give a response. So it's not too bad. I've gotten used to it. I would tell you in the beginning, while you're still getting acclimated, go ahead and get used to not having a moderator. Don't have that as a crutch. Just get used to engaging, in the chat, seeing people's names, because again, that's helpful. You get to know, like suddenly Susan said, we become friends. And then Diamond said, we become family, because essentially I see the names, I see the faces, I see the image. I don't have a moderator just pinning, cherry picking. So I'm really engaging in the chat as much as possible. And so that allows me to connect with all of you. Can't tell you to make it Say that again. Can't tell you make it easy. It looks so easy. Do I really? Thank you so much. Subscribe. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for that. Nerdy girl coded. I love that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the subscription, friend. You said I make it look easy, huh? But yeah, it's been some time though. I can see my growth. Share that all the time in terms of just the progress I made. Thank you. Folks following, folks gifting me, improving impressions, every live, learning, discreting afterwards. Okay, so you're going back and looking at your recordings and stuff too. Nika Grace, how are you? Yes, yes. What's the yes for? I just realized. I said I just seen Nika Grace. How you doing, friend? What'd you say yes for? Appreciate you, friend. Thank you, Trisha. How are you as well? Leadership, congratulations. No, seriously, that's good. That is great progress. And how often are you going live? Let us know. Are you going daily or are you going like at least 4 to 5 days a week? What does that look like for you? Yes, looking at data and discreting what's happening. Gotcha. Um, Daily. Okay, good, good. So yes, we became friends. Yes, we are friends. Yes, we are friends. And so, yeah, that's the good thing because the data's there for you. You can kind of keep track of it and understand what's going on. If you are going daily, that's where you're going to see the difference, especially as you're building your community. Your numbers are going to increase. You will see over time, especially within like 3, 4 weeks, within 30 days, depending on how you're doing your lives, how long you're going live as well too. You should see growth. You should see growth within 2 weeks. It's steady incremental growth, but it is in fact growth. I am good. Just came off a live on this account. Did you really? You said I got live. I am going to use it. Good job, friend. Appreciate you being here. So that is awesome. Even considering doing twice a day. Look at you. Okay, friend. That's what it's all about. If you got the time and the community that you're trying to build, yes. So what I do, I try to, and let me give you a little pro tip. And it's up to you in terms of how you want to do your live. You can do the same topic, and don't get me wrong. But I think there's something to be said about when you are talking, the algorithm's listening. So as you're saying keywords, as you're talking to your audience, as you're thinking very strategically about what your topic is and who you're talking to, it will drive people to your live for that particular topic. So it becomes a situation where you could have two different groups that you're sharing information with. And over time, it may come to a point where they're blended, but it is two distinctive groups. It was that way for me early on. So sometimes, wise for a newbie, how long should you stay on minimum? I say blessings. How you doing, midlife crisis? Appreciate your friend. Hello, Yvette. How are you, friend? I say at least the scale live rewards say at least 25 minutes for you to maximize your rewards based on duration. So how long you go live. There's another metric in terms of how many new followers you get. So the combination will get you the maximum amount of your rewards, which is 40% per live. So 25 minutes would be ideal, at least. I tell you 30, just a round number. And then I say as time goes on, try to increase it. I stay on 45 minutes. Yes, so try to increase it. So 45 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes. Because TikTok will say you've been on 90 minutes. So that to TikTok is actually a huge milestone, a big deal for them in terms of they actually announce it in your chat. You can see where they've kind of congratulated you for making that milestone. So just keep that in mind. You said working up to 2 hours. So, and in 2 hours, anything beyond 2 hours is really where they want you to be. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's where they want you to be. They want you to be there for shoppable lives in particular, because again, the algorithm is constantly bringing people in your lives. So you'll see that with the real-time analysis. So you can look at it. The longer, the better. Yep, absolutely. Wow. You said wow. And let me say this, friend. I'll get to talking, and I'm like, gosh, I've been on here already an hour and 15 minutes, 90 minutes. I'm getting a notification, and it goes quickly. It does. Now, now in the beginning, you're watching the clock. You're watching the clock. You're looking. You're checking. But after a while, you just talk and you just connecting with people. You said I was on 4.5 hours yesterday. Woo, child. Woo, child. Let me say this. To this day, in an entire live from start to finish, because I do two a day. So I do maybe 2 hours. I've done 2.5 in the morning, 2.5 in the afternoon. So I've done a lot. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate your friend. I've done a lot. I have not sat down to this day and I've done 4.5. I've not done that. I just haven't. I haven't. I probably could, but I haven't done that long. That's a record for even me. I think the most I've done. I haven't done quite. I didn't let the time hit the 4 hour mark. I think I did 3 hours and like 52 minutes, but I should have stayed on a little longer. You said it's tiring. Yeah, my 3 hours and 52 minutes. I was like, okay, guys, I gotta go, y'all. And if I would have looked at the clock, but before I swiped off, I probably would have stayed an additional 7 or 10 minutes I need to stay. But I decided to hit that button because I was tired. I was like, I gotta go, y'all. All right, see y'all later. Nerdy, look at you bringing the stickers out. Go live, go live. That's it. Yeah. So, and I say you go live and you will grow. You will grow. You will grow, and you will grow in terms of your communication and how you're connecting with people, and you're gonna grow your community. Okay. Okay, that's essentially what's going to happen. So 4.5 hours. Now that, how long have you been going live consistently? Are we saying 2+ hour? I mean 2+ months, more than 2 months? Because that's impressive. First of all, let me know when you started the live journey. That's very impressive. And again, the time goes, especially if you have a community. Even, again, it doesn't. You don't need a lot of people in your room. You just need people who are engaging back. You guys are talking. You're connecting. You understand how to do it. I'm on my second week leadership. Look at you. And so wait a minute. You did 45 minutes second week. That's good. That's good. So when you go into this next week, try to push it to at least an hour and see in at some point during the week can you get to 90 minutes. Okay, push one day. You don't have to do a lot, but say push one day and see if you can do it. You started the last of April. Okay, okay, so wow, so that's huge. It's been what, 6 weeks then? Maybe it's not even 8 weeks. Wow, look at you. That's awesome. Today was an hour. Oh, look at you. Okay. Oh, well, hey, you in the hour time frame then now. Now most lives should be an hour moving forward. Yeah, right. When you're tired, you are just tired. The body needs rest. Yes, yeah. That's exactly. I was like, I'm done. Like I said, hindsight, I probably should have looked and just made sure, like, okay, at least you can do a few more minutes. But I think I had already said I was about to get off, and how you say you're about to get off about 5 times, and I think I had already said it a couple times, and I was like, okay, let me just hit the button. Hello, Empowered. How are you, friend? I didn't plan it. The conversation was good. That's it. Yep. Yeah, the conversation that will lead you into that space where you're just talking and sharing and connecting. That's it. Hello, how you doing? So you came back to your old name. How you doing, friend? He's like, I'm back. I'm using events for my live. It helps. Yes. Okay, I told you. I told you those events. I need to sit down and schedule mine. I've gotten away from doing that, and I need to get back to it. Shay Sprays, I saw you coming in, friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, I got away from doing it, and I need to get back to doing that. That is a great strategy in stories. Yep, this is great strategy in the notes, in posting, especially when you're new. You're doing that. And really, I don't know if you're doing this leadership. Are you scheduling them out for the week? Because you really could just sit down. The app is really easy for you too. You can change. You can decide to schedule them all if they're going to be the same topic and title. That's fine. You do want to change up your title sometimes in your description, but if you are going to have like a similar talk each live, you can hit that create an event, and it'll populate it instantly with the title you had from the event before and the description. And so you're literally taking like 30 seconds. It might be even under 30 seconds because all you're going to put is the date, confirm the time, and how long you plan to go. And you hit create. It's just that simple. So it's just that simple. It said I got my name back, but apparently I've missed some good conversations. Have you? We're just talking about going live. That's all. What kind of event? So what leadership and I are referring to is that when you go live, when you're setting up your live, before you start the live, you can set the title of the live. So even before that, you can schedule it. So when you schedule it's called a live event. So you're scheduling that live, and you can schedule the title or put the title in there and put a description and set the time and the duration for that live. You can also, this for my shoppable live people, you can make it categorize it as a shoppable live too, or general. So that's part of the features of the go live features. So that's what we're referring to. Thank you all. How you doing? Just fabulous. Look at you and your live today. I appreciate you, friends, stopping by. I got a whole process already. Do you really? So do you already? There are different topics and titles. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Awesome, awesome. That's great. That's it, friend. You are doing it. Tell us how to schedule events. The other mother. Thank you so much, friend. So let me know if you heard what I just shared. Essentially, what you're doing is on the live home screen. So when you go to your profile, you click TikTok Studio. At the top, it says Tools and then Live. Click Live, and then that takes you to to the Live Center home screen. There you can scroll down, and one of the boxes is schedule. I'm sorry, one of the boxes is live event. You click that, and that's where you would populate and schedule the live event. Oh, you scared me, little boy. My little boy came in. I was like, what? No, mommy's in the live, baby. No, you can't come in the screen.
But Barney, like, did you measure us? Like, we love you?
Yeah, I saw your picture. Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, now go to daddy. Don't make, no, I'm on the screen. You can't come in the screen. No, because it's not allowed for little kids. Love you though. Go to daddy. Okay, I'm gonna have to call daddy. Thank you. Close the door. Love you. He still ain't going away, y'all. Close the door, Kim, for real. Thank you. Y'all heard his little voice? He just got home from school. He's home early. That's the problem. He's home a little early because they had for Father's Day they had a daddy come to school to do snacks, and my husband went there, and I guess he brought him home with him. So he's home. Someone I follow is about to hit their 1 year, and they're doing a 24-hour live to celebrate. Ooh, gosh, I don't know if I could do that. Oh gosh, that's an idea though. Oh gosh. Map out the whole week with titles and I'm running. There we go, friend. There we go. That's it. I did. Thanks. You're welcome. I would like to do a sellers live. This is my goal. Ooh, a sellers live for a long period of time. What you thinking? Question, hold on one second. How does one home to their geographical area? Ooh. Oh, he is too cute. Sounds so cute. So sweet. Yeah, he is. He's 5. He wanted mommy time. Oh, you guys are sweet. So cute. He wants some mommy time now. He loves Dr. Lisa. He has things to say. He does. Holy cow. Not sure about that. 24 hours, yes. You guys are funny. Yes, he's not supposed to be here right now, though. So I'm going to have to talk to daddy when I go downstairs to make sure he keeps him out of my space. Because normally, you guys know, he normally gets home at around 6:15. And so I don't have the distraction. I do have the distractions that you guys know when I do like Saturdays and Sundays. He tries to peek in on me at times. But for the most part, I don't have it usually during the week. But yes, he wanted a little mommy time. Yes. What was I saying? So, geographical area. How does one home to their geographical area? You know, honestly, it's quite possible. I mean, to a certain extent, the way your VPN is set up, it will show you people who are within that VPN area, and especially if there's a specific country that you're in. Um, I think a lot of it is what you're sharing and what you're saying. So you can, in your content, you can click the location that you want your content to be shared to. In your content creation, you can you even speak the type of audience you're trying to talk to. So maybe it's someone in a specific area or region of the country. So you can be as like hone in in terms of your content creation. Also, the keywords you say in your live, that can allow you to hone in as well. Um, I had people find me on Snapchat. Ooh, okay. I don't know Snapchat well. I never really got into it. My kids were into it for a minute, but I never really understood it because it is what is it, geofencing. So it does do that quite a bit. So yeah, I'm not as familiar. I don't think TikTok is as intentional in that way, the way Snapchat is. I think there is some geofencing that happens, but not to the same extent. You said even though I'm private. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like I said, I think it's the geofencing, so maybe the privacy settings don't necessarily block them out as much as it would on other platforms. Again, I'm not familiar with Snapchat, so it may be the case that you're not able to screen them out the same way. Um, so what I will say though, in terms of scheduling your live, we were talking about that. Yeah, definitely make sure you spend some time early on doing that scheduling. And to your point, changing the titles. Everything you write, everything you say, everything you search, everything you click on, TikTok is tracking that. So because of that tracking that happens, because of that, those analytics that are coming, feeding the algorithm, is able to then say, okay, well, this is the type of person that wants to come to this live because of that topic, because of that interest. Okay. So because of that, you're able to really make sure you're getting the right people in the room. If you're being intentional about your topic, as well as how that aligns with your community, the people you want to talk to. Um, you said they're not scary people thus far. Well, that's good. That's good. How can we get folks to tap more and getting their heart me? I explained it, and if you do it, interesting. So TikTok, the beauty of TikTok, it is giving you. Hello, Jim here. Appreciate your friend. It is giving you, as a live host and savvy viewers, an understanding. Hello, Dion, joining again. An understanding of who are the engagers in the room. So I try to, especially early on in my live, I try to set the tone. You really just need a few good champions, some good supporters, some people in the room, and other people hang on or catch on to what to do. Thank you, Jim here. Appreciate you. The popular vote. Appreciate all the love. I had to block unsavory folks. Doing live though. Oh yeah. You gotta, cause you'll get those people too. You get those. You get them all the time. And so you just, especially as you start going live more frequently, longer, you're gonna get a few in, and you just, click the mute and then block them. Especially ones that come in and they want to be disruptive on purpose. Because I'm in the chat so much, I see it and I try to get at it quickly, but at the same time, it's important for you just to kind of make sure that they're removed and not too distracting, especially if they're being rude and disrespectful. It's almost like they just are resistance tapping the screen. Well, okay, some of them are so gross. It is. You're a faster reader. Absolutely, yes. Appreciate that. Get good moderators. That's true. You could get good moderators too. Hi, how you doing, Dap Medical? Appreciate your friend. What I will say though, when it comes to tapping, sharing, commenting, liking, I had to adjust my teaching style. Do I, so I could talk to comments more? Yes, yeah, definitely. You want to talk to comments. You want to make sure people feel seen and heard. You want to acknowledge people in their comments. You want to make sure that you're building community. Not sure how to get moderators. Moderators are going to be people who start showing up more regularly to your live stream. The people who are returners. They might be potential people you can ask because they've seen your style, got accustomed to how you're operating. You could probably message some of them and just kind of see if they will support in that way. And then when it comes to family or friends that may want to support you in that way. So that would be my recommendation. Maybe start with a few family members or someone who you can say, okay, can you sit here for a little bit and just here's what I want you to do, and see if they can support the live that way. But ideally, it's someone who is interested, invested in attending the live because they want to be there and they want to support in that way. TikTok doesn't have the confetti anymore. Oh, wait a minute. No, I saw. Wait a minute. Let me see what's happening. They came in at several. They came in every two. What was that, Frank? Who's that? When you tap. I think that's what I enjoyed about your doc. You're engaging. Oh, appreciate you, friend. Let's see. So if I'm tapping my screen, let's see. I'm tapping the screen. I saw the heart pop up. I'm gonna keep tapping. I'm gonna keep tapping the screen. The line is crawling across, and I'm tapping away. I'm tapping, tapping, tapping. My heart's getting fatter. The percolating dots are coming out, and I'm letting go. Confetti fell. It did. Yeah, yeah. Confetti's still there. Yeah. You said you was tapping too quickly for TikTok. TikTok was like my little heart didn't start bubbling to get confetti yet. You probably let it go too soon. You just got to make sure that that dot gets a little fatter. It didn't. It didn't with me. No, it's still not doing it. See if that heart gets fatter. The heart is getting fatter. Yeah, the heart has to get fatter and get all those dots percolating in it. You said it's malfunction. You didn't tap enough. Exactly. You was like, okay, I'm gonna let go. Now it did. See? Sometimes you gotta switch out and back in and see if it works. Okay, got you right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. TikTok let me I'm tapping too fast. Oh, TikTok told you tapping too fast. Dang, tap more. I was like, you was too quick with releasing that finger. TikTok was like, no, you didn't do enough. You didn't do enough. Oh, where are those sound effects? Leadership, you haven't used the sound effects yet? Got me tapping the check. Yes, that's what you gotta tap the screen. It's a minimum of 80 taps for confetti. Oh, you got it down to a science, Silver Fox. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a minimum number. Interesting. The sound effects are under enhance. Once you start the live, you don't see it before the live. So once you start the live, if you click that little magic wand type symbol, enhance, you click that and you see sound effects. And then you see other effects. You can put heart effects, you can change some things out, voice effects, sticker. That's what this is. It's a sticker. So you can put that in. Okay. You said level up, no ma'am. You just been in there talking. You ain't did no sound effects on. You like, look here, y'all just gonna hear my voice. That's all you gonna get. No extraness going on in this live. So yes, but yeah, the sound effects. It actually becomes one of those things. I just think it's. You back time. Yeah, I want to coin my sound effect. Do you really? You want your own special sound effect? There are people who do that. So they don't use what's in the app. They use their own special little sound effect machine. So yeah, we talk with you. It's hard when folks come in and not talk. It's like a day. It's like a one-way conversation. Of course, yes, yes. You know what? Like I said, it does get easier over time. I mean, you're still in the growing phase. So you're still building your community. You're going longer. You're gonna see engagement pick up. You're gonna see those people who come in. Now, I will tell you this. You might want to work on maybe some very you know, engaging questions. I guess that's the thing I would say. So when you're doing your live, and I really do use my friend Luna. I don't know if she's coming in, if she came in already or no. I don't think I've seen Luna. So she came in earlier. Her live was pretty good in the sense that it was her second live, and I have to see if she's gone back live again. But it was her second live last week, and her questions were very poignant and spot on for the type of topic she was talking about. So it was the people in the room. She had some friends in the room, so that helped. I would say that too, leadership, because she had at least two people she knew already, and then I came in and I was a third, and so she was able to kind of let them answer, and then there was some other people who came in and answered too. So I want to say in the room overall there was about 6 of us, and we were having a whole conversation, and she was sharing questions about, her interests. Her topic is focused on luxury finds as you're going to thrifting or consignment store stuff like that. So she was like, oh, who's gone to consignment, who's done thrifting, what's the biggest find that you got in a thrift store, like what was that thing you found that was like that treasure. She had a question about what type of jewelry you like. Do you like silver or gold? And I was like, I love a silver hoops. So it was the questions that you could get you can easily have other people engage in. I shouldn't say easily, but I think the topic leaned towards people being able to comment and engage back. I would say see what your topic, what are those questions that you can get people to engage back with you. Their client's favorite thing is I ask good questions. Okay, you say your clients. So your clients say that yeah, everyone has their own schedule. My folks run their businesses; they can't come. Oh, okay, gotcha. I would I would kind of go back to the questions and just maybe even run it through ChatGPT and see if there are some other questions you could be asking. Thank you, friend, who is liking the live. Appreciate the support. It helps to have people you know in there when you're talking with them. People want to be part of it. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the hardest thing. And I agree with that because like when I say and not that I don't like when you guys come up, I love the format because it becomes like a almost like a podcast or an interview conversation. So we're going back with Q&A. I love that. However, every time I do that, I miss the chat. And because I want to make sure you guys get your questions answered, you're able to engage back, that becomes something that is a little bit of a challenging tactic for me. I'm not able to successfully do that. So, if anything, if you guys want to take a lesson from me, go ahead and make sure that if you're going to have guests up, make sure that you're also able to, again, keep an eye on your chat if you can do better than I'm doing. You said, Doc, my friend just wanted me to put my cat on TikTok. Oh, for what heavens, love. Hello, Miss Older. How are you, friend? How you doing? Ebony Chainsaw. Appreciate your friend. Yes, it definitely helps to have that person in a room. Everyone ever just successfully do Q&A lives? Um, well, my sub only live. So here's my trick. It's really where I do that smaller box, or if I do the box to the series of box, I can see the chat a little bit more. Again, I almost have to pause myself or pause the conversation to make sure I'm answering questions in the live too. So just something, the Q&A format could work, but it's just a matter of how are you actually able to control your chat as well as if you have somebody up as a guest, being able to engage with that conversation as well. I'm going to put my tapper on the screen and listen. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much. TikTok just gave us a live go. Let's see. Heart puffs. Okay, I always kind of hold my breath to see what they give. Because you guys come in with the daily heart, man. I'm like, TikTok, come on now. Be nice. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you all coming in, getting that heart puff. Thank you so much. I appreciate you supporting the live. My friends who are here, Sutton and Susan, you wanted, I know I get to talking. I might not have. Okay, so a couple things I wanted to share. So this live is obviously my go live with confidence and ease. So I try to focus on mindset. When I did my 10 o'clock earlier, I came from a meeting. I was meeting with Yes Michelle Crochets, who's my moderator for YouTube. Um, and you said, wait, what? A cat? A cat for what? Are you talking about Heaven's comment? What you mean? What cat? So I I didn't get a chance to check my email, and when I got off the live, I was able to check it. UBC, which is the Ultimate Branding Course, they ran a sale today. So I'm gonna leave it up to you all because I sent an email out to people who got the sneak peek. I also put something in my story and my note about it. It is on sale. It's $100 off the normal price. The first time they ever ran a sale was in April. This is the second sale for the Father's Day weekend. However, it's only 24 hours. It's going to end at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, so 9 in the morning in East Coast time. So if you are interested in UBC, make sure you jump on the sale sooner than later so you can get it. If you want me to show it, I'm happy to show it. But and if you put in the chat, Dr. Lisa, I want you to show it, I'll show it. If not, that's totally fine. You can go check your email. You can grab the sneak peek. You can ponder around it, over it for the next, I don't know, 16 hours or so and decide if you want to jump on the sale price. The sale price is normally for $499. So it's not an inexpensive course. However, it's a whole community and it has 40 modules, over 40 hours of content to tell you how to create your brand, how to make sure you're able to leverage your brand for social media, affiliate marketing, brand deals, making sure you understand the different platforms, understanding content creation, understanding how to brand yourself for, again, if you're looking to create your own organization and how you're getting members and memberships. So everything that you need to do digitally, that's what it's doing. So it supports that understanding. So I put that out there. I just want to make sure you guys know about it before I talk about it any further. September is for me. What's happening in September? They wanted to put their cat on their live. Can you put pets in live? You actually could. I don't think there's any rules against animals. You just got to be careful. Animals to me are like kids, where you never know what they're gonna do. So when it comes to my son, I don't let him get in his camera. I say that's a no. How you doing, the original Aborigine? Appreciate your friend. No pets. Yeah. So for me, it's like no pets too. I know people who have their animals, dogs, cats, and stuff that they'll have on the live screen, but again, it's like. I don't think that's a good idea because again, you never know what they're going to do, and then you never know what your response is going to be to what they do either. So that's the other thing you got to be careful about. You're like, okay, like if a kid does something, you're like all of a sudden doing something bad. You're like, I don't want that on camera. So just be careful, in that way. Just my nonprofit. My dogs come in and dance with me. Do they really? You at first you wouldn't let them on the screen too often though. Thank you so much. You weren't letting them on the screen. They were by the camera because you could hear them breathing. He's like, y'all hear that? I was like, I heard something. But yes, so that's there. Thank you so much for the heart puffs. I appreciate you all. Appreciate you. Yes, we are doing our the goal is there right now for the live flash goal. So make sure you grab it if you have not already grabbed it. And let me know if there are any other questions or comments. And so my nervous people, we had a few people who said they were nervous, they were shy. Be Unique, are you still in the room? Let me know if she might have had to leave already. So if you are in the room and you are still kind of pondering how to go live, let me know. Because at the end of the day, I want you guys to feel confident and at ease about this. It's one of those things where if you are going to do this, you want to make sure that you are, doing it and building your community and being intentional. And I tell you all the time, practice makes progress. It's not about making sure that you have a thriving room early on. It is about you becoming more confident and accustomed to the platform, understanding how to engage your audience, as well as what does it mean to be consistent. So that's what you want to do. They're dancing when I dance to the music because we do praise and worship. Oh, okay. Okay, so when you're standing up, keep pondering. I love it. um, so when you're standing up, they start connecting as well. So yeah, that's funny. They said I'm gonna dance with you since you're moving around. I'm gonna set up subscriptions because I drop huge value. Ooh, yes. Yes, yeah. Yes, subscriptions, yes, you definitely want to set those up as early as possible. Um, See you later. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. Appreciate your friend. As early as possible because here's the deal. And to your point, your room is starting. You're seeing the growth. You're seeing how people are coming back, and you're seeing more traffic. You'll get the engagement because of that. At the end of the day, people are coming, so you're going to get the engagement. Now it's a matter of making sure that you have a solution available for them. What's the least expensive solution subscription price you can do? $2.99. $2.99. So you want to give them. You want to make sure you have a solution available because I say this: if you went viral tomorrow from a post that you do, are you going to have something available to support that community when they come to your live or if they go back into your content? Like, how do you make sure? Thank you so much, Sissy. How do you make sure that you have something already lined up? It could be your subscription. It could be a stand store product or another digital solution that you're offering, your consultation. So you want to make sure you're intentional about setting that up as early as possible. Having 4 decades in business, as an entrepreneur who has 6 businesses, I have a lot of advice. You do. You absolutely do. Yeah. And now you're in this space too from a digital perspective. So that's even more to share with people, just thinking about how do you make sure you're expanding your digital footprint. So that's going to be important. Um, that's the first time I've seen all the moons. What was that about? What's the criteria for being able to offer subscriptions to people? You know what? It is offered to you. It's offered to you pretty early on after you start going live. Oh, I think it's live. Live will get you subscriptions early, but I think also it's your follower count. I don't remember the number because some people don't go live, but they still can offer subscriptions. Yeah, so I don't know what the follower count number is. That's a great question. I don't know if there's a magic number, but I'm going to assume it is. Build your infrastructure. Yes, yes. You want to build all the different things. How are you? I'm doing well, sissy. You want to build all the back end systems, infrastructure, things that will help drive people to your page. Obviously, having subscriptions would be awesome. Thinking very intentionally about if you have other solutions like leadership, essentially doing one-on-one consultations. Like, I'm assuming, do you have a stand store? I can't look at it here, but do you have some type of storefront? Good point. Variety. Viral. That's it. Because I'm not going to say it correctly. I'm a recovering financial advisor. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Um, I'm a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, and produce a global radio show. Oh, look at you, friend. So yeah. Well, do you do consultations? Because that's what I would say. I mean, that's something else. Subscriptions are great. Don't get me wrong. Subscriptions, um, to me, if I was to be honest with you, I'm just going to be honest with you. There's not a lot of people in the room. Um, if you wanted to maximize your offerings, it's better to have something that's available now within TikTok. I'm just going to say that. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, but subscriptions are tiny. Those are through Stripe. Subscriptions here, or you're saying which is tiny. Can I just Google what size the sub stickers need to be? I can get them ready. Yes, you should be able to Google that. Yeah, or even ask ChatGPT. Yeah, I use my yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So I didn't want to say that, but yes, or Patreon or something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Subscriptions here are tiny. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to go with. That's exactly what I was sharing. So just recognize, you want to be able to have options, and not that. Let me say this: you can actually offer higher price subscriptions here. The problem is the percentage share. So that's what you're, essentially dealing with. Like the percentage share is probably a little on the high end, in my opinion. But so if you have multiple options, if you're able to have it, hello, Dr. B, how are you, friend? If you're able to have it, one here that you're offering, because people will do that. That's not a bad idea. Have something where people can grab it because they're here, they're engaging, they want to connect with you, they're in the platform. Again, the platform makes it a thing where people will continue to support your channel. I'm sorry, your account and page, because again, they're here. When you have other things outside, it just becomes a little bit more of an investment from that person. So you got to make sure they're really invested in you and invested in what you have to offer. Seems like subscriptions here are more about folks giving simpler offering support, giving simple advice, simple offerings support. Absolutely, absolutely. So I mean that is, I think that's by design though, because pretty much what we just said. If you're going to do it here, it's probably something that you're going to do that is not too comprehensive or too, something that's going to take a lot of your time and effort. Whereas if you do it off platform, or if you do it somewhere else, you can kind of offer a little bit more scope and services and stuff because you're not having the same share split. Just something to think about. You guys are gonna give me trouble with TikTok. But yeah, I gotta be tactful about how I say TikTok. I was like, wait a minute, what are you saying? Wait a minute. Later, Dr. Lisa, thank you. I need a nap after that walk, so I finished my packing later. Oh, look at you, friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, so I gotta make sure I don't get in trouble, but yeah, that's something you want to think about. TikTok needs balance. Yes, 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 yes. I think the way you monetize too is good. Don't get me wrong, but there are other ways you can do it. So that's what I teach. I want you to think about the bigger picture. This is a to me this is a vehicle that can lead your audience to something else that you're offering. Okay, so if you think of it in that perspective, you're driving them to something else, towards something else. So you want to make sure that you're able to do that. Yeah, I said I can't. I ain't got to lose exactly. Let me get in trouble. You said so. I can't be repeating your comments either. Absolutely, yes. That's it, Dr. B. If you start the live, do you have to begin after you practice, or do you get to before each live? You get to practice any given live. You can turn on the practice mode. And in any given live, you can turn on the practice mode, and then a screen will pop up. It's like within 30 seconds, so pay attention to it. It'll pop up and say, do you still want to continue, or do you want to just go live? Continue practicing. And you could press continue to keep practicing and not go live. So I just did it for my other page, so I know it exists because I was trying to go in the practice mode so I can kind of set up my screen, my overlay screen where I talk about tech deals and stuff, but I didn't want to go live, so I had to make sure I hit that screen to avoid it automatically making me go live. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can keep practicing. However, it's easy to just click a sub button in the moment. It is. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It is. It's definitely a level of convenience. I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that. You mentioned Stan Store. Tell me more about it. Thanks. You're welcome. The other mother, yes. So Stan Store is a storefront. That's the one I have. Some people have other storefronts. Oh, you know what? We got one more heart puff. Let me see. Let me pin it. One more heart puffs. We're in the last 10 seconds. So if you didn't do it, click a heart puff. If not, that's fine. Oh, look how we did it. It said achieve. Appreciate your friends. Thank you so much. You know, the last couple of times, I'm gonna see if it says it. It said achieved, and then later it came back and said not achieved. I was like, TikTok, you really hating on me, but that's okay. Um, so let me see, make sure it doesn't say it. I think we're good. Okay, TikTok, we're fine. We're good. Okay. Okay. Thank the Lord. Let's see here. So Stan Store is a storefront where you can put any of your services you offer. So if you have digital products, you can also do physical products too, because you can use a URL link that links them to maybe your Etsy or a Shopify store or some other place that they can get a physical product, maybe your Amazon storefront. So that is it's a storefront. I have mine. I'll show it to you if you're curious about it. But essentially, there's other platforms. There's Beacon, System.io. I think Stan, it's kind of the notion you get what you pay for. They have two plans. They don't have a free plan. Some of the other ones have free plans that make it a little bit more. They don't offer as many services and resources because you're getting the free version. So it limits. It's limiting. I think that's what I would say about it. So you just got to know what you're trying to do, especially from a digital marketing perspective. You want to make sure that um, you want to make sure that you're able to again um, drive people to your store. Make sure that if they're interested in certain products and resources from you, it will allow them to get those fairly quickly. And if they're curious, you can create some other ways to connect with them, funnels, upsells, some other things that you can do. So email flows, all those things you can do. And again, that's part of the logic behind social media, digital marketing, in the sense that this becomes, again, live streaming, or if you're doing your content creation, becomes a way to attract that person to your storefront. And then once you get them there, what are you trying to offer? Are you doing a lead magnet where you can capture their emails and use that for additional follow-up communication? Or are you trying to get them to a specific product? They get it, but maybe you want to help them realize that there's other things that they may want to have access to as well. So all that is part of a strategy. So you want to be intentional about how you set up your storefront. Um, Sometimes people are doing it where it's just like, okay, I want to get it set up because I don't want to invest a lot of money up front because I want to be able to, if I do see some traction, some growth, then I'll add to it later. That's fine. But sometimes you probably want to have some things done up front just so that, again, it allows for more potential business because of those automated systems that you have in place. Let me know if there's any questions, friends. I appreciate that. Let me catch up on some questions. The original Aboriginal, yes. Yes, this platform is great for establishing business with a website to direct your followers. Yes, yep, that's true. I want to share something with you. What's that, Heaven's Love? Um, can I do that for the moderator? Do what? Just fabulous. Untapped communities. I missed something. Untapped communities. Impulse buy rather than gathering something else. Um, Impulse buy rather than going somewhere else. Yes, that's true. Okay. I do want something. I speak faster than I talk. Okay. I missed all your answer. I like pay hype better. I don't. The times I've seen it, yeah, I've seen people's pay ups, and maybe I've seen some bad examples, but no, I think Stan is it's cornered the market in terms of offering the right level of resources and support. I think pay hype is also one of those where you gotta upgrade to get the better features. Maybe I'm seeing the features that are not the more extensive ones. So, how expensive is Stan? I know they gave credit if people sign up using your link. Yes. So Stan does have an affiliate link. Yes. So if people sign up using your affiliate link, I gotta look at it. I think you get $4 or $5 depending on what type of plan you have. They have two plan levels. One is 24.29. I want to say 29, and the other one's 99. So yes, so Stan has that. So they only have those two paid plans, and if people use your affiliate link, you can get paid that way too. Can you sell products directly on Stan Store? Yes. You're talking about physical products, lead magnet. It's a workaround, but you could do it. You could set it up. I've seen people do it. I know of a couple people who do it. Make an email list is how I will be getting sales, correct? That's a lead magnet. Did I see the word lead magnet? Yes, lead magnet. Um, yeah, so that's a lead magnet. Making an email. Yes, so the practice. What do you have an email listserv? Physical or in digital? Yes, you could do physical and digital. It's primarily for digital though. That's probably where most people find the most value and benefit from Stan. Sometimes they're not in social media. Um, do you have a listserv? So I have my free product, which is the Overthink into Action. That is essentially my listserv. So that's how I communicate with people quite a bit. But I don't have like a true newsletter type listserv. No, I don't have that. But yeah. So yes. Somebody wants to come up. Evan, did you still want to come up? Let me know. Am I answering your questions? Let me know if I am. Okay. I think I'm answering your questions, friend. So yeah. Girl, you just made me more confused. What I do, Kim? Let me know what you need, friend. I don't want you to be confused with all those me rapid firing answers. You like, I'm answering this and I'm answering that person's questions. You like, who question she answering? Okay, you said, and so y'all stay with me. Y'all, the people whose questions I was answering, I think y'all got it. Some of y'all, you're like, who answers that for? Stan Store is a list service, right? No, it's a digital marketing storefront. Yes, thank you. I'm going to show my Stan email. You can create email. You can create emails. Yes, you can create email listservs. Let me show my stand store real quick. Heaven, if you can hold on 1 second, I'm gonna show my stand store and then I'll pull you up, friend. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Let me show it to you. I'm just gonna show it just so that you guys can see what's in there. And I'm assuming, and as I go through it, of course. So as I go through it, you'll see. I'll walk through it from because I can't show you my back end system, but I'll walk through it so you kind of understand the different type of boxes that are there. So it's different features it offers. So I'll show it to you from that. Hopefully you can see it from that perspective. I felt making an email list get sales if you've got how it works. I felt making an email list to get sales if you've got how it works. I don't know if I understand the question. So here's what I'm doing. If you click my photo here, my mini profile pops up. If you click my photo again, it will take you to my main page. I'm gonna flip my camera so you guys can see my main page. Okay. So this is my main page. On my page, you can see under my bio is the stand store link. Okay, so that's the way it looks for you all. So this is the viewer perspective on the desktop. Mobile device obviously looks mobile-like, but this is the desktop version. When you are setting up your stand store page, Stan is going to give you, I think there's like 12 to 15 different templates. You can decide which template you want to use. I used a template where I was able to put my logo up top here. It's not like from where you're setting it up, it's almost like in a box. They have sometimes, you say it's leading us to the future. Sometimes it's a box, sometimes it's a square, sometimes it's just different formats. So they have these templates you can easily drag and drop, and that's essentially what I did there with that logo. I dragged and dropped it in there because I created it in Canva and then uploaded it to my computer or saved it on here and then did the download and dragged and dropped it into that space. So that's a template. It also lets you, one of the pages will let you put your different social media that you want to link on your page. So that's what's there. Then there's a page that is, I think part of the same setup page is where you can put the title of your page and you can put the a small description. Again, I think it's like 80 characters, maybe 100 characters, but you can put a description there for your page. Again, different templates. This looks different. Okay, so it just depends on which template you're using. This is the template I chose. And so then you have different boxes, and I chose this template, and this is partially something you want to keep in mind. I chose this template because I like the big squares. There's some templates where they have smaller squares, some other ways that it appears, but I kind of like these big squares because for me, I want people to see it. It's present on the screen. It's going to jump out at you. Other people use different templates because that's what they chose. That's where they landed. It's like, okay, you know what? This is the way I want it to look on mine because of my interest, personal preference. The other thing you want to pay attention to also, the colors that I have, you can use the color codes. So if you wanted to match your specific brand colors, you can do that. So again, I used the colors that I had chose for my brand colors that were in template. in Canva. And there's a color code that I was able to plug into here to get that exact same color. Okay, so you have that option. These squares you can personalize and put words in them. You obviously can personalize everything here. And then you have different products. You have these headings. You can separate out your heading title and then what type of products you're going to offer. And again, the squares here are actual images that I created in Canva again, and it's like a thumbnail. That's what these are. And you got to put a thumbnail to add your image, and then your text in these boxes. That's all things that you have to create yourself. Some stuff is there as a placeholder, but you want to obviously change it or personalize it to you what your needs are. And then so all those are descriptions that you're going to create. And then this is this particular one is actually a calendar format. So the three of these, actually, this one's an email template. I think so. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah. So this is like an email template page. No, I take that back. I think this is a product page, but I made it so that it just shares the email. Um, if somebody, I don't want to go through the difference too much because that's probably in the weeds, but essentially these are all products. All five of these are all different digital product templates that I used. This one is a calendar template that's in there, and it's where you can schedule a appointment. It actually shows, I'll show you in real time, it actually shows my calendar. It's an integrated calendar, so you can pick a date and time to schedule a meeting with me because I made those dates available. Okay, so that's in there. And so that's a calendar. And then the last one is an email. So this one is definitely an email because you can see it right here. Where, so you have different templates that you're able to decide on what's best for your services. If you want a membership, if you want, again, the email, there's about 10 different options. I can't remember all of them, but there's multiple choices that you can pick from depending on what type of product you're trying to offer. Okay. And so for this one, you put your email in. And so this is a free product. So all you're doing is putting your name and your email in. And that becomes an email list that I get. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So you could easily change this out. And if I wanted to make it a newsletter, like get my free newsletter, join my listserv, I can put whatever language I want there. And still it would look like a name and email that you're gathering. Okay. So yeah, so I hope that makes sense in terms of, okay, you're welcome, Frank. Let me know if you have any questions. But that's Stan Store. And again, like I said, I think the times I've seen the other platforms, they're not as easy to navigate and as intuitive in terms of how you can drag and drop, change descriptions out, have these templates you can use. The reason I know of some of the other platforms too is because UBC, the Ultimate Branding course, they actually walk you through System.io, Beacon, Go High Level, and Stand. So you see the four of those platforms. And then obviously, because I know many of you who are getting storefronts and you've kind of worked with me, got your bundle, I met with you, I've seen the other platforms like Pay Hype, and know that, it's one of those things, like depending on what you're trying to do, um, it could, it just depends on your goals. Maybe I should say that. And so sometimes it's not as easy to navigate. Thank you so much, friends. Let's see. Thanks for sharing this with us. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, so that's the Stand Store. And then somebody asked, let me show you real quick. I'll just show you what we were talking about. So you look at Stand, they have it in the corner. So that's, oh, did I press that? Okay. If somebody came on my page and clicked that's essentially my affiliate link. So I would get a commission for somebody setting up their Stand Store by clicking my affiliate link. So I don't promote that enough, but at the end of the day, that is there for anybody who has a Stand Store. And they do, I've had several people click it for me, and again, I just don't promote it enough. But people have clicked it, and so with their Stand Store, you get a commission. So that's something that you can also get. I'm assuming the other ones do that as well, but you are essentially an affiliate for Stan. And then with so many people signing up under your link, it, obviously it's a benefit to you because your fees for Stan, because that's monthly, your fees for Stan can essentially be zero depending on how many new affiliates you bring on. Yeah. What hours do you respond? What hours do you respond to questions? In the DMs? I'm always responding to questions. I don't have a set time. Sometimes it's just what happens in my day. So today's going to be busy because I have a meeting with somebody, and then I have my shop page. So TikTok shop that I'm doing, my shoppable live that I'm doing from 8:30. I personally you personally prefer weekends? Yeah. Like I said, I've seen them all. Like I said, it is a personal preference. It really is a personal preference. It's also a financial preference. Maybe I should say that too. I know I get, you know, sometimes that will determine how people respond then and there in terms of what they need to do to get set up. Beacons, what I've heard, and I don't know if you could corroborate this or not, what I've heard from even the UBC presentation is that what happens is on the front end of Beacon, it may be in terms of the cost. I know they had a free product. I don't know if they still have a free product, but I know they have a free product, and maybe that's good for setting up. But I heard you end up paying higher transaction fees. So that was kind of one of those things where it's kind of like, if you're gonna pay more on the back end, is that, with so many transactions, are you paying more for having a Beacons page than what you would have been paying if you just paid for like the I want to say it's $24.29 program. Let me look and see which one is it. So I think it's on here. Okay, $29.99. That's what it is. Yeah. So that's something that people have kind of did the math on that and say, well, maybe it is better just to pay for it up front. How do you get to your stand store? To my stand store, if you click my profile up here, my photo up here, click my photo, my mini profile pops up. If you click my mini profile again, it takes you to, if you click my photo again, it takes you to my main profile. And in my main profile is my stand store. So that's where it's at. Yes. How's the shop going? Liz, how are you, friend? She responds quickly. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, friend. Sorry if I'm inquisitive. Just asked a lot of questions, so you're fine. Free products. What's that mean? 29. Yeah, 29. It is 29. Yeah. I have, Liz, you said I have Beacons, but I'm just learning automation may be more difficult. Yeah, I've heard that too. Like I said, I heard that it's not as intuitive. So there's some things in terms of even the setup of the account is a little clunky compared to Stan. And again, the reason I know that is because of the UBC people, and they kind of do their own assessment because they've worked in all of the different platforms and in different ways, and they kind of they get feedback essentially saying, okay, here's what you see with this one versus that one. Here's some things you want to know about just in case you decide to go this path. So I've heard them talk about it, and UBC is literally 54,000 people. And with this sale, it's going to easily be over. It's going to be 55, maybe 56,000 before the night is over. And so recognizing that so many people have kind of shared that, just in terms of their own experiences with them. So like I said, I like Stan. I'm not necessarily going to leave Stan anytime soon. So yeah, I do like it. And like I said, I heard about the automation for Beacon. They're not that smart. They're not in the real world. Interesting. Heather, let me know if you're ready to come out. Appreciate you all. Let me know, did I miss any questions? I feel like I was supposed to be answering somebody else's question. Did I miss a question, friend? If I missed a question, let me know. Because like I said, I did the rapid fire. So I was rapid firing and talking and stuff, and I don't know if I missed a question. You said me, just fabulous. What I miss? You said I don't know. What did I miss? What question did you have? You're doing amazing. Appreciate your friend. For me, I'll take the loss because I find it easier to navigate. Yeah. It really what happens, and just like I said with Stan, it comes down to what you get used to. It really does. And to start over after you built something and did all the work and stuff, it's not exciting to have to do that. So I get it. I get it, Fran. I tried Stan and I found it confusing. Interesting. Yeah. Again, like I said, I guess I had the pleasure of seeing, because I had bought UBC first. And so UBC walked you through each of them. And I guess I had the pleasure of seeing all of them and kind of hearing the feedback. And I went to Stan because of that. So it was one of those things where I was like, okay, let me start here. And that was pretty much the feedback, where it was so intuitive and easier with the drag and drop and all the stuff. So that's where practice with moderators, that's where it became one of those things where I ended up doing it because of that. You live and learn. Yes. I'm afraid to make the switch. Yeah, and that's the thing about it too. You don't want to switch now that you've done one, and then because here's what people keep saying, and I don't know if I'm even there yet. I don't think I am. Go high level is the one you really want to go to. Now, I think that's kind of like the Cadillac, if I was to make a comparison of these storefronts, because it has all the automation, it has some other funnel building, it has some other things that's already built into the system. You pay a little bit more, but it's almost like you get what you pay for. So you're getting this thing that's really high level in the sense of how it's operating for you and automating things for you. And if you're really that person that's going to leverage all those features, then it's the one you want to have. Whereas these here are not as sophisticated. And so that's what I'm hearing. Hello, how you doing? Thank you so much, Diamond. Appreciate you joining the page over here. So yeah, so I am not willing to switch either though. I am not willing to switch. I love that you understand my English. Oh, you're so welcome. What's it? It's called Go High Level. Go High Level. So UBC, again, is the module about it. They adopted Go High Level for their affiliate program. So a part of what they're um, utilizing them is because they're such a large community that as an affiliate they needed a more sophisticated type service and platform to host all their affiliates and kind of do some more customizable things for their community. Again, that's them. They're at that level. They're at that level. I don't think I'm there yet, but at the end of the day, you kind of want to know what else is out there, especially if you're on a growth strategy. Especially as you're thinking about what do you want to do in the future and how do you see your community growing? How do you think? How do you see yourself growing as a digital in this digital marketing space? Okay. So that's important for you to have the right system and platform and making sure that you're leveraging as much as possible because to what we were sharing earlier, the whole thing about subscriptions here is because of the convenience. So a lot of times when you're meeting and connecting with your audience, you have that point in time to, make that interaction meaningful and then obviously lead them to your solution. And if you're not taking advantage in that way, you want to have a system that's going to continue to cultivate and nurture that relationship. So it's going to be important for you to have the right product. You hear the love. Thank you so much. I think you had some more. So wait a minute. So before I pull you up, just fabulous. You said about moderators. What was the question about moderators? Maybe I don't understand your question. Hello, how you doing, Roxanne? Appreciate you being here. You caught me at the right time. Did I really? Let me know. Let me know if you're ready to chat. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. Come on in. Thank you so much for all the roses. I see you, Kim. Appreciate your friend. Let me just fabulous. Yeah. Heaven, so I'm gonna pull you up, friend. I'm accepting your invite. Let me know what questions you have, friend. Hold on, just fabulous. You were writing. You were talking about practice live. Oh, for the moderator. Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, friend?
I love the way that you smile.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. It's a gift.
Appreciate it.
But what I was wondering is with a lot of your audience, sometimes you and I don't have the same audience. And let me know if I have an accent, okay? Because people tell me that I have an accent.
You do have an accent, but hey, we all have an accent.
Yeah, you understand it?
I do. You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's developed over time.
Okay.
But your audience can be bigger than America. That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Particularly, and I don't want to lean into this, but I will go there. As a Black woman of America, such as you, it's people love you and could love you across the world.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And so, I guess my question was, how do you reach beyond? I did ask the question about geography earlier.
Okay.
Sometimes it's about honing in, and sometimes it's also about expanding beyond. So how do you balance that?
Well, You're talking
as
about.
an educator, because you're so brilliant and I
Oh,
really enjoy you.
oh, thank you. So are you asking from like a TikTok perspective in terms of how the platform works, or are you just saying it
Yeah.
broadly? Um,
Yeah, because like so much of the people that I interact with are from all over the world.
hmm
Like so many of them are from my city, and I really enjoy them. And so it's like, oh my God, like you could do so much bigger, as in you, not me.
Whatever. You too. We.
No, like not I because I'm not there yet. Like I haven't even done one live.
It will happen. We're gonna speak it into
I know when
existence.
it happens, but it has not happened yet.
No, I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate you for real. And you know, it's funny because the whole leaving the traditional 9 to 5 and leaning into this space, you know, it really was that conversation with my husband where we're like, okay, you know what, am I not, you know, rising to my true potential and taking this to the next level. So we're, you know, obviously I'm cognizant of that, and I'm thinking about what else could be I could be doing, and I'm doing some things where I'm doing some research and stuff right now. Yes, international, Dr. Lacey, you're sweet, you're sweet.
And
Um,
I see that for you because you're such a sweet person.
oh, thank
Like
you.
it's very easy to get along with you.
I appreciate that. I'm leaning into it. We'll see what the where this. You said Dr. Lisa for president. You're wrong for that. I'm looking at the chat.
President of the world, but we don't
President
say
of the
that.
world, huh? Not just the U.S., the world.
That ship has ended.
Yes, I am. So
Yeah.
Luna put it out there. I am. I did the webinars yesterday and the whole agency piece. Now, obviously, I have to apply, and you said sign me up. I have to apply, and then TikTok has to
I'm
accept
here
me.
for it.
So we have to see.
Seriously.
Yeah.
No, see, wallahi, I am.
Oh,
Um, yeah, like I don't even try. I do like very little things with the TikTok every once in a while. And I'm like, oh my God, this is interesting. Because I like experimenting and just figuring out what's going on in the world. But like, and then suddenly I discover you, and I'm like, oh, this is fascinating.
oh, you're so sweet.
Oh wow.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah. So, I appreciate all the feedback. I appreciate all the kind words. I'm leaning into it. I, um, I am leaning into it. I am going to. I have a few more questions. I have not officially made the decision to apply, but I have some more questions I need answered, before I actually go through the process of applying, because it ain't easy. And then again, they don't have to accept you, so that's
It's
a whole.
dark. It's never easy for a black woman,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens from it. But you know, like I said, I'm gonna continue to keep showing up, and I'll be of support to a lot of people. And you know, I think.
You know what I believe? Like I'm a Muslim person. Um, like I grew up Muslim, so I believe that when you like give energy, Allah matches back
Yes.
100%, maybe even tenfold.
Mm, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not even spewing any kind of religiosity because that's none of my business. But I do believe that energy gives energy.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate
I
that.
think that's so. Then there's this whole like I love my Somali people. I engage with them, but they're the most supportive people I've ever met.
Wow.
And they're from all over the world. Like like our country blew up. Suddenly we're everywhere.
Wait a minute. Which country?
Somalia.
Oh, Somalia. Oh, is that where you're
Yeah,
at right
that's
now?
where I'm from.
That's where you're
Yeah,
from,
I
but
knew that.
but you're in the U.S. now, though, aren't you? Oh,
I live in the U.S.
okay.
But
Gotcha.
I was not born here.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no, I was not born here. However, like I'm very cultured thanks to my parents.
Yes. So we'll see. You guys, you put me on the spot on this one because I'm really trying to make a decision. But
Don't feel that way.
no, I you know, I need to lean into it. That's the thing about it, and I think I've been on the fence and contemplating and deciding and trying to make sure I, dot all my I's and cross my T's and stuff. But it's something I do need to lean into. And to your point, you got me thinking about, okay, how do I make this a little bit more extensive? Yeah, beyond just what's happening here and grow. So yes.
Exactly. You know, the weirdest thing is, sorry, sometimes I I already told you I like talk too much. I'm trying to like control myself. Are you done?
Yeah. No. Finish. What were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say that one thing that oh sorry, my cat just jumped on me. One thing I was gonna say is that like Americans by Americans I mean everyone that lives in including me. Like we have this limited mind because that's the kind of thing that like it's just this control thing
Mm.
where we have to like our mentality is so limited. Like we're told to be imaginative, but we actually are not.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I think there's a lot of limitations and a lot of fear that causes us to often, not act or stay within our comfort zone because of we don't know the fear of the unknown, and so whether it's the traditional 9 to 5, whether it is
And sometimes it's because of new comfort found. When you suddenly feel comfortable, you just want to hang out to it for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, true. Or if you're in survival mode and you're never gotten to a point where you can feel comfortable, that's where a lot of us stay in that space of survival.
It's both end.
Yeah.
It's both end. It's like you find your comfort, you want to hang on to it, or you're just in survival mode, and that's so uncomfortable. Like when humans are in survival mode, we don't think like. Actually, I do like people who are in survival mode because that's when you get most creative.
Right. I guess it just depends on the person though, because I think a lot of times it's like, okay, I can't. The whole idea of doing something that's going to be radically different from your day to day, having to make sure you have food on the table, roof over your head, all your bills
I
paid.
literally,
Yeah.
I kid you not, I try to imagine my mom coming to America with like no English.
Wow. And she
That's
did it.
survival mode.
Yeah, she did it. And I know there was a lot of fear, but she did it.
I'm a product of that.
Yeah.
And this is very recent history. Like you don't even have to go to the 80s. You go to the 90s.
Wow.
It's very recent.
Wow.
And then suddenly here I am.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Just thinking about all the people before us that had to do things that were not easy decisions, but they did it, and how it worked out for them and their families and generations to come. So, yeah, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
One of the people that I really really enjoy is Maya Angelou. I love that woman to death. Like so many history because my mom was a historian, and so when we came here, she just dug into Black history.
Okay.
And then that taught me a lot.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would go to the library. I'm like, let me learn some English and then I'll read for her.
Awesome.
But like, can you imagine how many times that woman reinvented herself?
Yeah. But for generations to come, you're right. I mean, seriously, when it was her time back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, I mean, literally all the way up until her death. Yeah. Every decade you can think of.
From everything.
Yeah. That's a
like,
real
it's
example.
My favorite poet because I love poetry. I'm like, meow meow. Let's go. So like you could only imagine. So you remind me a bit of her, and that's a compliment.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Seriously, I hope that you take that into heart.
Thank you. I received that. Appreciate you. I thank you so much for this, because again, this is the type of confirmation that I need as I'm making decisions and just deciding what this could look like and how I can do this and not be disillusioned. You could be disillusioned by the number of people in the room. But at the end of the day, and I share it to all of you guys, if you have one person or if you have multiple people in the room, you want to make sure you're talking and connecting with the ones that are there. And comparison is the thief of all joy. And you just can't let, moments like what's ever happening with the algorithm impact how you are still moving forward and progressing. So
I
that's
have to,
that's that's how I have to
to be
think.
human.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like literally, like for me, I particularly believe in humanity, but
Yeah.
I also deeply believe in how to be a black person
Yeah. Yeah.
in the world of this whole. I'm like, do you even know about the black experience? Like, I don't care about a lot of things in terms of like what happens in social media, but I'm like, do not come for like what people have gone through.
Yeah.
100%. And like, there's so many of us that are able to and have the means to write history. And I take that very deeply.
I so appreciate you. Heaven's love. You needed to talk today, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You got it out of me.
I love it.
You have to give yourself credit.
Oh. So, well, real quick, what happened with the name since I have you up? So you had the name, you changed it back, and then so what happened real quick?
So like my name is Naima and Naima Nader. But then, like, I was in a Somali room and I called some people out, and they were just kind of like, whoa, who is this person? I'm like, let me just switch up my name for 2 seconds, because, like, every once in a while, I like being, just kind of engaging with people. And some people ask for me, like, they send me messages. I kid you not. And so I'm like, what is happening? So I switched up my name a little bit. But few people I told, hey, it's Heaven's Love. And then I just switched it back. However, when it comes to my nonprofit, it's going to be completely different because I don't want that kind of energy.
Okay. So do you have the nonprofit yet? So you're starting your.
I do as a part of like a fiscal sponsorship.
Okay.
Yeah. But like when I work on it, which I decided to commit some energy to it in the next few months.
Okay. People say so. Just Fabulous said, "What are you out there saying? Like, what are you doing?"
What I'm saying is like, so it does exist. However, I decided, like I'm trying to balance like working 9 to 5 and trying to build something.
Gotcha. Yeah. So no, she was saying in terms of the rooms that you were going into. What are you saying that you're?
Oh my God!
I think you're ruffling feathers.
Because I am not the nicest person. I wasn't being mean, but I would engage with somebody if they're about some BS.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'm never a nice. But I will ask you questions and I will tell you about yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm never unkind. It's not raised that way.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you, Fran. I appreciate you coming up, chatting with me. It was lovely to hear your voice.
3 questions.
Sure.
Or 3 things I would ask you. What did you take away from this conversation? Because was normally I charge for this.
Oh Lord.
Seriously.
This was just seriously. Look here, Dr. Lisa. Everybody needs some help, including you. You know what? No, like I said.
It might be like lunch or coffee, but like I do charge for my advice.
Well, no.
What did you take away from this conversation?
I think it's confirmation, and I think what's happened a lot lately.
Conversation.
No, I'm saying I think it was confirmation for me.
Confirmation for you.
Yeah, confirmation.
I like that actually.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that I didn't think it. It's just having other people verbalize it, and other people have these moments where they're confirming and affirming exactly what I'm doing.
Be a mirror for you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because a lot of times you're in your own head and your thoughts, and you're like, should I not? You know, you're wavering. And so it's confirmation that I need to lean into everything I've been thinking about, everything that I've been writing down, everything that I've actually started building and doing in the space, and just take it to the next level. So I'm working through that.
No, I see it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm working through that. So I'm doing it. It's just you put yourself out there and you just see what happens. That's it. And at the end of the day, like I said, I got a couple questions I need to ask first, but I need some answers. But at the end of the day, no, well, it's too much. It's just process stuff. It's things that, okay, I don't want to go down a path and go through a process that.
Don't overthink it. Like I think the last thing that my mom always alayar hamuk used to tell me, like, because I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
I'm very neurotic. And I tend to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And my mom would always pull me back.
Gotcha.
Don't overthink.
Well, it's not. I don't know if it's necessarily overthinking. I think it's just understanding the process, the space I'm in right now. So, for example, with the agencies, I just left an agency, so I had a 30-day quitting process, and then there's a 60-day before you can go to another agency. So, if I was to develop one, I need to get confirmation that I can actually apply now and get in it, or do I have to wait the 60 days? So that's one question. So stuff like that, like a process, like what is this that could happen? I have somebody I'm in communication with. So that's what I'm saying. I'm working through just understanding the process so I don't spin my wheels. And I do something, they're like, hey, you're too premature.
I think the most actionable things that you could do, the easier it becomes.
Exactly. That's true. That's fair. That's a good point.
Like towards both, and like doing things for yourself towards your own personal goals, and to like the part of you that needs to make ends meet.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I needed this.
It sounds like we need to get up. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. All right. Well, let me know in the chat if you got any other questions. I saw a couple other people. I'm going to hang on for a little bit longer. I was looking at the clock. I got a meeting to meet actually with somebody shortly. So, heavens love, I'm going to let you down.
Remove myself.
Okay. Let me see. I think I can let you down. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you so much. Like I said, I needed that. Let me go through the chat. I think there was a couple of questions. Thank you all for the sub stickers. I see you all. I appreciate you all. There was a question about TikTok. TikTok live streaming. Let me make sure. Dr. Lisa, you talking about starting your own agency? Yes, Luna, I am. I'm thinking about it. Dr. Lisa for president. I will not do that job. Sorry, I will. What is your career background? The other mother, are you still in the room? Let me know if you're still here, friend. Let's see, I think you are. My career background, PhD, higher education, leadership and education, higher ed administration. And I have worked over 20, almost 25 years. Not to say it out loud. Is that true? I think if you add it all together, it's like 27 in higher ed and higher ed adjacent jobs. Senior administrator for a couple different colleges and universities, specifically in student affairs, and worked in the concentration. I oversaw career services. So career services, career education, student employment, internships, employer relations, and then also TRIO programs, so diversity, equity, inclusion. So those were my two, primarily, and then academic advising was part of my earlier part of my higher ed career. And so did that, and recently left the field of online program management. So a VP in that role as well. So yeah. So yes, making some conscious decisions about what I want for this next phase of my life. So we'll see, guys. We will see. I appreciate you all. Yes. Social Nanny said, did you miss something yesterday? No, I don't think so. Let me know. What did we talk about? We were kind of fast yesterday too. How does TikTok decide where your live stream gets seen geographically? That is based on primarily your your business market is part of it, as well as your VPN. So they are essentially, I know this because when I was in Mexico, VPN, that is, when I was in Mexico, my friend, she didn't have TikTok. She downloaded it in Mexico and got the Mexican, essentially, Spanish TikTok. So she was like, well, wait a minute. So she has to wait 30 days before she can change over her account. 30 days has passed. I don't think she's done it yet. I have to ask her, did she do anything with TikTok yet? But she had to wait till she got back in the U.S. and was in the U.S. for 30 days before she could change it to our VPN. You said, am I co-streaming right now? I was co-streaming. I shouldn't say I am co-streaming. Nika Grace, you asked that because let me know. Yes, dear. I'll be praying. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I see all the comments. He said, where we go out, where I go, you go. Appreciate y'all. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I will keep you all posted. You guys will be the first to know. You guys will be the first to know, like, what all this means for me. Um, like I said, I don't gatekeep. I'm very open and transparent. You said she's ready to go live. Heaven, that was for you, friend. You are ready to go live. So you are ready to go live. Might as well just hit the button, friend. Thank you so much. I see all the comments. I'm catching up. This was very helpful and interesting. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. It's your girl, Mimi. How you doing, friend? Very impressive. I love it. Yes. So, PhD in leadership and education, MBA in business administration, but specifically marketing and human resources, which is why the whole career stuff, that's part of my portfolio. And then I have a master's in social work. So yes, I have a master's in social work also. That social work degree was my first master's when I straight out of undergrad, and I decided I don't want to be a social worker, but I do, obviously the skill set and just understanding communication and interacting with people, and is something I use every day. so all that. So yeah. Well, I recently had viewers from Nigeria, Jamaica, and New Zealand in my live stream. Really? Your name, let's say that, your name actually speaks to somebody who's from diverse parts of the world. So, yes, I love that. You said your internet was bad. You're going to rewatch part. It's better now. Okay, gotcha. Okay, love that. Yes, I did live stream it. Oh, I recently. Okay, yes. I went live last night. Did you really? Wow. Congratulations. How was it? How was it? You said you are very open. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wow. Yes, I try to, like I said, I'm open. I don't gatekeep. I tell you guys everything that I've done. You guys see it. I mean, I'm very transparent. I'm one of those people, and I hear people say it all the time. At the end of the day, what's for me is for me. What's for you is for you. There's no point in gatekeeping. There's no point in shielding things or blocking things, because at the end of the day, I will get what's intended for me. That's how I feel about life. And if I'm mean, if I'm closed-minded, if I'm not supporting as I rise, I'm not lifting people up. That's not the way you want to live this life. So I strongly believe that you have to be a beacon of light for people. You have to model the way, and the way you want to be treated, and the way you want people to be treated. So you have to model that, and that's what I try to do. So now, granted, this might be an evolved version of myself. So maybe my 20-year-old self, 30-year-old self might not have been that way, but now I am. So that's what life lessons give you and afford you. And then sometimes you got to say, okay, here's what I want out of my life, and here's what I need to do. And I made that decision as well. We'll see where this leads, but I have a faith. I'm not leading with fear, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I need to do, and I'll keep showing up in this way. Social worker here, also with a master's in counseling. That's why I love your spirit. Appreciate you, friend. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You talked for 3 hours. Well, let me say this. I'm gonna say this because you came up in the box over the for the sub only live. Yeah, friend, you were easy to. I mean, yeah. I didn't expect nothing less. I'll be honest with you. I think you said it that you hadn't gone live. I have to admit, I was surprised. that you hadn't gone live before, because you're almost like heaven's love. Like people like you all should be pressing the go live button a long time ago. Like there's no reason why you shouldn't have done it. But 3 hours, like friend, that's a lot. How was the engagement? You must have had a lot of engagement, so that's beautiful. Gatekeeping is a key word. Yes, yes. Awesome. I appreciate you, friend. Um, yeah, you said a spiritual constipation, Lord. they, they listened for 3 hours. You said they listened. It wasn't that much engagement. They just listened to you. You said that was your third time. Okay, okay. Good night, everyone. Hey, Dee, thank you so much for being here. I did. I learned a lot from you. I appreciate you, friend. That's what I'm here for. So we all gonna do this. This is gonna be our year. We in June. We got 6 months, 6 more months ahead of us. So there's so much more to accomplish and do, and we ain't gonna do it scared. We're not gonna do it nervous. We're not gonna do it afraid. We might be a little nervous, but we're not gonna be afraid. Okay, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go live. We're gonna talk to our people, build our community, talk for 3 hours, talk for 4.5 hours. That's what Yvette shared she did earlier. Talk for an hour. That's what leadership shared she did also. So just go talk to your people. They need you. They need to hear from you. So don't be afraid. Just do it. Just do it. That's it. Just do it. Let's go. That's what we're talking about. All right, good friends. I so appreciate you all. Get your points because it's 6 o'clock. I'm gonna jump off. I have to head to a meeting, and then I have to head to my live. My live is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on that other account, Dr. Lisa Shops, and it's gonna. I'm doing tech products still because I haven't ventured over into supplements yet. But I am gonna be doing the beginner and live streamer, beginner content creators and live stream tech products. So you guys can come and get whatever you need, or share the live out, come support, do whatever you need to do. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I do answer DMs. I am very much in the DMs, and I knock on wood, I haven't heard any of the imposter accounts lately, so hopefully they don't pop up no time soon, so we can have a clean communication where it's not muddled with other people trying to mess up what we're doing. I love the way you love us. Oh, you're so sweet. Appreciate you, friend. I do. I appreciate everything you guys do. From watching, from sharing, from liking, from commenting, from all the gifts. You guys are awesome. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got here late. I had a lizard in my. Oh gosh. Do you live in Florida, Sue? Let me know where you're from. I'm in Orlando. I've had the lizard is a problem. I've had plenty of lizards, and I do not do lizards inside. They are outside animals. That was great. My webcam came today. Did it really? Awesome. Look at you, friend. You're ready. You are ready. I always catch you when you're leaving. Yeah, it's the time difference, huh? Are you on the Central Time? Yes. No, you're Georgia. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, but still. Thank you so much. You funny. She got him. Yes. So yes, that's good. That is good. Oh, you said we got him. Yes. Yes. I Yes. So yes, I'm not gonna be able to stay, but I'll be on my shop at 8:30. So what happens Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays? I don't linger as long because it's long days for me because I have the 10, I have the 4, and then I do the 8:30. Just so happened today I have a meeting too. So the meeting's at 7. Martina, the meeting's with you. Martina, I'm about to go for real though, because I have a couple things I need to do. I need to eat. I need to see my baby. And then when I do your meeting, then I go straight to my shop conversation. So yes, how you doing, friend? I will see you shortly. I think I know your schedule now. Do you really? Yeah. So I was jumping off so I can make sure I can get to my meeting with Martina. And make sure I'm able to support her, friend. Yes, these African goodbyes. Oh yeah, I take forever, don't I? Like, all right, see y'all later. Go ahead and claim your points. I'm gonna head out. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the roses. And TikTok does that. TikTok, will send more people in your room. You try to leave, and you're like, TikTok. I was trying to go. All right. See you all later. I will see you in a little bit, Martina. And thank you all for coming through. Appreciate your friend. Thank you all for the gifts and support. Take care. Bye bye. All right. Take care. Love you all for being here, hanging out with me. Appreciate all the support. I will see y'all. See y'all tomorrow at 8:30. Thank you so much. Make sure you like the live and subscribe if you haven't done so. Appreciate the support. And I'll let you come back tomorrow. Appreciate it. Bye bye.